In 2019, the average monthly car payment in the West was manageable. But today, that number is pushing $800 a month. For millions of families, owning a standard, boring SUV now costs over $1,000 a month once you factor in insurance and interest. You might think this is just inflation or supply chain issues left over from the pandemic, but you are wrong. What we are seeing is a deliberate, coordinated execution of the affordable car. While you were distracted by gas prices and political arguments, the entire automotive industry quietly shifted its business model because they realized selling you a cheap, reliable car that lasts 15 years is a terrible business model for them. Major manufacturers like Ford, Volkswagen, and Stellantis have explicitly stated they are killing off their budget models. The Ford Fiesta is gone, the affordable VW Polo is endangered, because of a new economic reality we call the Havana effect. If you thought the housing crisis was bad, wait until you see what they are doing to your driveway. It starts with a mix of corporate greed and government strangulation. In Europe and the US, new regulations like the Euro 7 standards or aggressive EPA targets have made it mathematically impossible to build a cheap car. To make a small gasoline engine compliant with these new laws costs thousands of dollars in tech. So the CEOs made a cold calculation. They realized they make 5 times the profit selling one luxury SUV than they do selling 5 small hatchbacks. So they simply axe the small cars. The result is that the entry level is dead. You are either rich enough to buy a living room on wheels, or you are forced onto the bus. But the high price tag is only the first trap. The second is the death of ownership. For 100 years, when you bought a car, it was yours. But now manufacturers are turning your car into a smartphone on wheels with hardware as a service. We have already seen BMW try to charge a monthly subscription for heated seats and Mercedes charging to unlock full acceleration. Do you see the end game? They want to turn your car into a Netflix subscription where, if you miss a payment, the features turn off or the car locks you out. You don't own the machine. You are just a user with a license to operate it. But there is a third hidden trap that makes this even worse: the death of the mechanic. In the past, if your alternator broke, you took it to a local shop and fixed it for $200. That era is ending. Modern cars are being built using gigacasting, giant single pieces of aluminum that cannot be unbolted or repaired. If you dent the frame of a modern car, you don't replace the panel. The car is often declared totaled by insurance because it is structurally impossible to fix. Furthermore, manufacturers are software locking the parts. You can no longer just swap a battery or a headlight. The car's computer must accept the serial number of the new part using codes that only the dealership has. This is destroying the independent repair industry to force you into their $200 an hour service centers. This is also why your car insurance has doubled in the last 2 years. Because cars are no longer repairable, they are disposable. This corporate greed created a massive vacuum, and Western companies abandoned the working class to chase luxury profits, allowing China to step in. Right now, massive ships are docking in European ports filled with tens of thousands of high-tech, affordable electric vehicles from brands like BYD and MG that are thousands of dollars cheaper than their European rivals. The Western auto giants are panicked, begging their governments for tariffs and screaming about unfair competition. But the truth is they got greedy and abandoned the budget market. To stop this, Europe and the US are slapping 100% tariffs on these cars, literally forcing you to pay more to protect the very companies that ripped you off. So unless you are in the top 10% of earners, we are heading toward the Cuba scenario. Just like in Havana, where people keep 1950s cars running for decades, we are entering an era where a 2015 Toyota or Honda is gold. People will stop buying new cars and keep their existing gas cars running for 20 or 30 years, moving us from a disposable economy to a repair economy. The most rebellious thing you can do right now is take care of the machine you already have. Change the oil and rust-proof the frame, because the system is designed to force you into a subscription service you can't afford. The era of the new car smell is over. Welcome to the era of survival. Subscribe to Invisible Blueprint, because next we are exposing exactly what they are doing to your food supply.